Hey, what's up? Are you voting for Trump?
Hello. No, I'd actually like to talk to you about what's been happening, if that's okay. I know
Take
you've
it away.
gotten that quite a bit, but okay, so obviously I've been supporting the messages you're putting forward. However, I would like to just ask a few things about when arguing for the Trump is racist prompt, yeah,
hmm
what is the most recent evidence you use to prove the point?
Yeah, like him, like saying, or him saying that Kamala Harris like turned black, implying that she wasn't black prior. But I think that him denying housing applications to black people in the '70s is just as valid. I don't really think how long ago it happened mattered. Then also like the Haitian lie. There's another one, and like incessant, constant prejudice rhetoric of like migrants coming into our country. Um, Springfield, all that. Yeah.
Okay, so to talk about that, that's the point I kind of want to bring up. So, if you can change and grow within the 2 years quite drastically, and I think you have shown us that, and understand the right from wrong, why do you not give people like Trump the same dignity? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, where did he hold himself accountable for calling all black people lazy?
That is a good point, but you need to understand that people can still grow. And obviously, you need to understand that I'm not a Trump supporter. You need
Like,
to understand that I'm
like,
not
are you,
coming and defending Trump because I'm saying
dude,
he's a good person.
dude? I mean, we've seriously like seen like members of like the KKK turn around and devote their lives towards like advocacy for like the African American community. I forget his name. It was someone that was closer to Biden. Um, and they went on to be a very like an influential figure in like civil rights advocacy, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that like a bigot can change from being a bigot, okay? Like, because if I did deny that, I wouldn't be hosting these lives. That's kind of the premise of them.
Mhm.
But we just don't see that in Trump, man. We don't.
Yeah. And do you think, well, do you think the fact that you have made those mistakes could be seen as a bit hypocritical for you to then judge people for the same things?
No, no, not no, no, not at all. How's that how's that hypocritical for me to exist in a place like 3 to 5 years ago where I engaged in the same bigotry that I now advocate against and stand against. I don't understand how that would be hypocritical. Like the point is that like growth and change is possible, right? Like and I'm case study number one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not, look, you need to understand that I'm genuinely not trying to bring you down. I have been a supporter. I
Oh,
genuinely like what you are putting forward. It's just the questions that pop up in my mind. And obviously, for me, the best thing to resolve that is to ask you directly.
of course. No, no worries. No worries. No worries
Um,
at all.
can I ask something that I don't think has been asked? And of course, there's no way for me to know if you're honest or not. I hope you are because you are being honest with us now about what's happened. What is genuinely the last time you used a slur? Because the fact that these messages have come out doesn't mean that it's the
Yeah,
least.
no,
Yeah.
I think that's a very fair question. I stopped using the N word when I was 15 or 16. Um, I stopped using the F slur when I was 17. And then like the R slur probably a little bit around that, if not later. I think the most recent slur that I've gotten out of my vocabulary is the R slur. 110%. And I think I stopped saying the R slur because of like exposure to communities like here in TikTok actually.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Um,
pretty willing and open to be honest about this.
yeah. The very last thing I have to say, and I don't want to sound insensitive, right? But do you think that there's a chance that saying things like anxiety is carving away at my soul and not eating for days is a little bit, that might be a big word, but guilt tripping to people not holding you accountable? Because I, even myself, because I'm quite a sensitive person, I feel bad kind of dragging you and holding you accountable when you do genuinely feel that bad about it
Oh,
yourself?
oh
Like,
yeah. So I have absolutely no issue with like legitimate good faith conversation. I think that's something that should be had right now especially, and I think if anything it further proves the point of why I do my lives. I a lot of my stresses and anxieties that has fucking killed my mental health over the course of last couple days is bad actors. You know, if you're not a bad actor, that in no way does not apply to you whatsoever. And my intention with like sharing those thoughts on my Discord um, was just to be honest about what I'm going through, man. You know,
yeah,
I don't really know how else to put it. I think that what we see a lot of the times when influencers, public figures get called out for this shit is dishonesty and manipulation. And like I'm trying to position myself here today to kind of stand against that. I kind of want to
yeah.
sit. I have wanted to try to find the most good in this situation that I can, and I think a part of exemplifying that good is just being so incredibly fucking honest. You know?
Mhm. Well, other than that, I just want to say that I do think what you are doing today, because I think I've been here for quite a while, and the majority of people coming up are talking to you about what's recently been happening. And I do understand that that's hard for you. And I think it's a very good thing that you are doing it and you're taking the stress and taking the accountability, even though it is hard. I think that's a very good thing to do. And I just hope you keep learning and growing. And well, I'm proud of you for doing this because I think it is a good thing to take accountability and also take shots, like I think the previous person has said.
Yeah, and hey, I appreciate you for coming up and being critical. You're the type of person I want to talk to right now. Thank you.
Yeah, well, best of luck.
Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Seriously.
You too.
We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, y'all. Let's go and see what we got. And like, yeah, like maybe maybe there's a better time to be talking about like my personal experiences over the handful of the last couple days. Lindsay, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. Like maybe I could say that. Like maybe I should hold off on talking about my personal experiences over the last couple of days so that's not confused with like evading accountability or responsibility. But what's up, Mike? Are you voting for Trump? And V, I
I,
appreciate you for the subscription.
yeah, I'm voting for Trump.
Okay. All right. Why is that, Mike?
Well, let's get to that in a little bit. I want to get to everything that's going on with you right now.
Totally fair, man.
Okay. I think you are one of the most vile creatures on the planet.
Aw.
You're dishonest. You're a
Oh,
racist. You're a homophobe. You're
Michelle,
a
thank you for the $2 and the two
you're a
22 cents on Venmo.
narcissist. To
Yeah.
even come on this platform, not even a week after everything that's been revealed about you, shows you what a narcissist you are.
Oh God,
You're a
Mike.
bad dude, man.
Mike, it's like you
Well,
can't do anything right, you know?
Dude, you know what? Instead of sitting here and blaming it on everybody, it's not a smear campaign when there's proof that you've done this. And
Mike,
now you're sitting there
I think
and
that I think that you've confused something, and I'd like to explain it to
no.
you.
There's no. I've been here for 2 hours waiting to talk to you. Okay.
When
All
I
I've
when I
heard
when I
from
say a smear campaign of the right, I'm talking about like false allegations that have been tangent
what's
to what's
false?
true, or like
What's
have
false when there's proof?
Brady. Thank you for the $10 on
What's
PayPal.
false when there's proof?
I'm literally talking about the fake screenshots that have been posted on me on Twitter with community notes pointing out that they're fake.
Okay, you got one thing. The
I'm
essay
I'm
allegations.
talking about
Hold
right the
on, the
false
essay
claims
allegations
about
against
some of
you.
the things that have been true. I'm talking about the confusion of yes
Okay,
exactly
I'm
yes
not.
the essay
I'm not
the
talking
whole
about
essay
that.
thing that is
I'm
like
not talking
literally
about
like
that.
a political attack.
I'm not talking about that, Dean. I'm talking about the racist comments, the homophobic comments, your grifting. I think, truthfully, you would sell your soul to the highest bidder. if it put coin in your pocket. I don't think you believe anything you
Jason, thank you
say.
for $1 Venmo.
You found out that Chris, Harry, Dean, they all make big bucks from doing what they're doing.
Verith, I appreciate
Jumped
you for
in
the
on
$5
this.
on PayPal. Thank you for the
And you
love.
jumped in on this as a way to put coin in your pocket. You don't give a shit about nobody but yourself. And your apologies are just so fake. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Your mannerisms show it. Your body language shows it. Where did you learn those words from in the first place?
From those around me.
You know what? How old are you? 21? 20?
I turned 20 about a month ago.
My kid is 21. If he ever used those words, his jaw would have been wired shut for the next 6 months of his life. It's no excuse to blame it on other people.
I'm not. Wait, you understand? I'm not.
And then
blaming
you
it?
sit here and say,
Wait,
"Oh,
wait, Mike. That was so disingenuous. You asked me where I learned those words from.
Okay.
I
And it's-
tell you where I learned those words
Okay.
from.
And-
Then you're like, so you're blaming it, dude? No, bro, Mike. Like, you understand that like I take total and complete accountability.
And then after you do,
do you mind if I do you mind if I finish?
Hold on, let me say something.
No,
And then after
I'm not going to allow this to.
after
Do you
take-
mind if I just finish? Just let
after
me
you do
finish
take
speaking, please.
responsibility, you go and put it on the Republicans. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I've been here for 2
Samaya,
hours.
thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Morgan,
You've done
thank you
it
for $1
time
as
and
well.
time and time again, Chris. And if you're not here for the
Now you're
money,
calling me,
Chris,
Chris.
which you clearly are,
you're
because
calling
you've
me,
made about $2,000 in the last
Santana, I
hour.
appreciate you for the $4 gifted subs. I appreciate you.
You've made $2,000 in the last hour in donations. Don't tell us you're not here for the money. All right?
Okay,
You're
Chris.
honest.
Or
Listen,
sorry,
you're
not
the
Chris,
worst
Mike.
kind of creature there is on this planet.
Yeah.
You will sell your soul to the highest fucking bidder. You don't have any loyalty. You don't have any self-respect. You don't even believe in your own rhetoric.
Yeah.
All right? You just
Trent, thank you for the $5
you
on
heard
PayPal.
that Chris and Harry and Parker get
you're
paid
going
by
in
the
circles
DNC. And don't
going
say
in
they don't get
circles.
paid by the DNC, bro. You know they get paid by the DNC.
Okay, you're one of them. Got it.
You know why I'm wound up? Because
Jackie, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. And Jessica, thank you for the $15 on Venmo as well. And Marla said, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Melissa,
And everybody
Jackie, and
donating to
Jessica.
you right now. Everybody donating to you right now is donating to a racist, which makes them racist.
Okay. Do
Right?
you
So
mind if I
want
hop in here
everybody-
now?
You want compassion and empathy from people right now, don't you?
Mike, I'm gonna be so.
It's no question, Dean.
Do I want compassion and empathy from people
Right now, yeah.
No, I
You
don't.
will.
I don't think I do,
tell
and
the
I
truth
could and I
now.
could tell you why. Can I tell you why?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, because a lot of people are showing their compassion and empathy through excusing my actions because of my age. Now what is something that I've been saying since this live started is that we should not, under a veil of ignorance, excuse my past actions and show compassion because of the age in which I engage with them at. So this is not me lying. In fact, this is something that I've made evidently clear before you even joined the live, okay? About another claim that you made. You said that it's all about the money, I follow the money, and you said I saw the others around me making money, then I hopped in, like Chris and Harry. I had no clue who Chris and Harry were when I started streaming. In fact, the only reason they're on TikTok streaming today is because of me and Parker, okay?
Yeah, right.
There was no money in this space when I first started. Colin, I appreciate you for the $5 on Venmo. When I first started streaming, it wasn't even on my own live. It was on other people's lives, making pennies, going into my own lives, making pennies. Okay, I didn't have a crystal ball that I just knew I would blow up and have a large following, literally 1 million followers a year and a half later. And then a last thing here is if I wanted the grift,
You are.
this part's important to you. Thank you for the extension of the 1 month.
You are grifting.
I would have taken the path of the least resistance. This
Oh,
is
what's
something.
that, being a
Let me
Republican?
finish. Yes.
You said that earlier, being a Republican, right?
And that is a really like important point for you to understand, dude. Like,
let me
like
Can I
money,
ask you a question?
money and like influence isn't worth getting kicked out of my mom's house. You know, the people that have been watching me for a while know about that shit because they were there when it happens. They know it's not a lie because they were there when it literally fucking happened. You know, the path of least resistance, right? Would have been a Republican because you know, just a couple weeks ago when I went over to a family's house for dinner, you know, all of a sudden they know Dean's no longer a Catholic. Dean's no longer a Republican. Dean doesn't like Donald Trump anymore. And then I had to sit outside with my aunt, my mom, and my cousin, right, who are all very conservative. In fact, my cousin has even publicly spoken out against me. Like, I'm not going to share information about exactly when or where this happened, okay? My cousin commented under a video of me debating Charlie Kirk on me. I could show screenshots of me going back and forth with my cousin of her absolutely dogpiling me and being quote unquote so disappointed that I bought into the lies and now I'm a liberal. Do you know like the social pressures and how badly it feels to be considered an outcast by literally your entire family? Like
Dude.
if I wanted the path of least resistance, if I was a grifter, you'd see me being a Charlie Kirk dupe, saying that COVID was fake, Trump won 2020, Russia had a right to invade Ukraine, and then you'd see like thousands of little Republicans buying into that same brain rot. They don't care about evidence. I wouldn't need to provide any. I wouldn't need to critically think or do any research. I just have to say it out loud.
Right, Dean.
Right?
Dean,
And then
Dean.
who knows? Maybe it'd be like Tim Pool getting $500,000 a month from Russia.
You
But
know
no,
what?
but instead what I'm doing is
know-
sitting on live today, taking from disingenuous such as yourself.
Oh,
They
I'm
don't give a
I'm
about
not the
racism,
disingenuous
or you
one.
want to
You-
be voting for Trump,
I'm not the
actively campaigning for the platform that has driven racial income inequities and has furthered systemic marginalization of already oppressed classes here at home in America.
Do you hear yourself?
Of
Do
course
you
I
hear
do.
yourself? Okay. You're saying the Republicans face the path of least
Juan, I
resistance.
appreciate you so much for the $10 on Venmo, and Irene, I appreciate you for the subscription. Where I'm from, yeah.
Hold on. You're saying Republicans face the path of least resistance, right? Correct?
Yeah, where I'm from, that is
who's
absolutely
Keith
true.
Ellis? Who's Keith Ellison?
I have no clue who that is.
Keith Ellis is the now Attorney General of Minnesota. You know what he did? He put his hands on his wife. Oh, I'm sorry,
I
his
appreciate you for the
girlfriend,
subscription.
like she was a man. And guess what? He went from the Senate to the AG. What about Raphael Warnock? Put his hands on his wife, almost ran her over with his car. Where is he now? He's in the Senate. Don't tell me you guys face consequences. What about Joe Biden with all of his racist rhetoric for years and years and years and hanging out with Robert Byrd and you
Sarah,
guys
I
just
appreciate you
coddle him?
for the resubscription. I want to clarify, do you think that Joe Biden cares about his racist past?
No, I don't think he
Okay,
gives
so
a shit.
then
'Cause
you
he's just
literally,
like you, all he
but
cares about
then
is
Mike,
coin in his pocket.
but this is where you contradict yourself, because if you hold the view that Biden doesn't care about his racist past and is just a grifter like you presume me to be, well then you implicitly concede that there's more social pressures that exist for inappropriate racial behaviors on the left because Biden has apologized for his racist past. Meanwhile, that's
And
something
he
Trump has
became
never
president
done.
of the United States of
So
America.
you're gonna have to say, right, that Biden only apologized for his racist past not because he cares, but because of the resistance that exists on the
No,
left.
he didn't face any rhetoric, any backlash for it. He became president
Megan,
of the
thank you for the
United
$5
States.
on Venmo. Okay, so if being president of the United States means
He
that
got
there's no
rewarded
resistance.
for it. He
Okay,
got
okay,
rewarded
so if
for it
becoming
from the
president,
left.
if being president of the United States means that there's a lack of resistance for bad behaviors, well, then now you're conceding that the Republicans don't give a shit about rape. Republicans don't give a shit about pedophilia.
It's great. Watch your language.
Republicans don't give a shit about trying to coup the country and trying to steal and rig the outcome of an election. Right? You're conceding all because what are
You're gonna
all
tell me
these
the
things
election
true of?
wasn't stolen?
Donald
You're gonna
Trump.
say the election wasn't stolen?
Sarah, thank you for the $5 on PayPal.
You're going to
What's
say
that?
the election wasn't stolen?
Yeah, I am, and you're
Yeah,
now.
well, that goes to show
you're-
you what a grifter you are.
I'm a grifter because I trust the 63 handpicked courts by Donald Trump that
Yeah, okay.
prove that there was no sufficient that there's no sufficient evidence to deem that the 2020 election
Yeah,
was
but you
sufficiently
know,
rigged to be overthrown.
Even
So
when
now
you
you're
were
just
slapped in the
equating
face-
like
even
critical
if you were
thought and
slapped in
rationale
the
to
face-
grifting.
Even if you were slapped in the face with a ton of evidence, you would still turn around and say, "I don't believe it."
Oh no, because that's a bro. another
Slapped in the face with
contradiction.
evidence every day, and you say, "Never happened."
Another contradiction. Cal, I appreciate you for the subscription. I literally had slurs in my vocabulary as like a 15, 16-year-old. I was slapped in the face with a bunch of evidence that actually hurts people and that it's terrible to do. And look at me today. Like, you are literally staring in the face of a man who is slapped in the face with a bunch of evidence and had their whole worldview 180'd.
Yeah, it's such a 180 that you're back here 3 days later because you really don't give a There's no penance from you. You don't care. You're a narcissist. That's the only reason why you're back here.
Kaylee, I appreciate you for the $12 on Venmo. Dude, if I didn't care, why the fuck are you still on my live?
Because I've been waiting to tell you this.
I care to the extent of hearing out like MAGA droids.
No, you care.
Thank you so much for the one
You care
sub.
because for the past 4 days you haven't been on here and you've been losing money. You just made almost $3,000 in the past 2.5 hours I've been on.
The first time you said it was 2,000.
Well, now yeah, it's still going up, ain't it? You're still getting donations, ain't you?
So I just want to. So your baseline assumption here is if you make money, you're thereby a grifter. Is Donald Trump a grifter because he's been funded like I don't know $500 million through private seed funders?
Dude, that's a campaign. You're not.
I appreciate you for the $10 on Venmo. So if it's
You're
a
not
political
running a
campaign, it's not a
campaign.
grift. So Charlie Kirk, he's funded privately. Is he a
I don't
grifter?
give a about Charlie Kirk. I'm not talking to Charlie Kirk. I'm
But is he
talking
a
to you.
grifter?
I don't care about Tim Pool, Charlie Kirk.
But is he a
anybody.
grifter?
I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't care for him.
Okay, so you're saying that you don't have sufficient information to come to the conclusion that Charlie Kirk is a grifter, even though
But
it
I
is
do
the
have
case that
I
he
do
is
have
funded given
sufficient
private
information that you
donations,
are.
but then you try to assert the claim that I'm a grifter as I
You are
am
a
funded
grifter.
by private donations.
You are. You're a bad dude, man.
Lauren,
You're
thank
a
you for the
con man.
$10 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love.
Dude, you're one of the worst creatures walking on two legs, man. You are a grifter, a con man, a racist, a homophobe. You are everything you claim every Republican is. And you yourself are those things.
Okay, is Trump a racist? Let's
and
see your
if-
consistency.
you
I just want to see your consistency, Bailey.
No,
Thank
he's
you for the
not.
$5.
No, he's not.
See, that's your issue, dude. Like, holy shit. This is why I know that.
You
One moment.
forget-
This is why I know that you're a bad faith actor. Abel, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. This is why I know that you're such a bad faith actor. Dean racist, but Trump not racist. Explain, please. Catherine, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. I appreciate you.